Hello, good day everyone. I am Ana Rose Rossetti Pugoy and I am one of your demonstrator for today. And now let's move on to the other topic, and that is secular views or concepts on peace and violence. Now, let's first tackle what is secular views. So when we say secular views, it is non-religious and it is based on human reasons and ethics. And through this, secular views analyzes how peace and violence align to this. So, as what I have said, secular views on peace and violence are non-religious and it focuses on human rights, social justice, political or philosophical reasoning, and these perspectives comes in different fields such as political science, sociology, philosophy, and international relations. So, peace can be defined in different ways. And let's see how social sense means about peace. So, social sense about peace likely refers to how people and the community relate and interact to one another in a way that promotes harmony, mutual respect, and nonviolent conflict resolution. It also involves the awareness of social dynamics, cultural differences, and the needs of others to foster a more peaceful environment. Let's move on to psychological peace. So, psychological peace considered as the important in establishing peace, and according to the Encyclopedia for World Problems and Human Potentials 2017, peaceful behavior sometimes results from a peaceful inner disposition. So, basically, psychological peace refers to the contentment within ourselves and the emotional stability and the inner calmness, as well as the serenity of our minds. Let's have Raymond Aron and how he defines peace. So, according to Aron, he defines peace as a more or less lasting suspension of violent modes or rivalry between political units. So, our definition acknowledges that peace is not always absolute or permanent, but rather a state of reduced tensions or rivalry. Now let's have Raymond Aron and how he defines peace. So, according to Aron, he defines peace as a more or less lasting suspension of violent modes or rivalry between political units. So, our definition acknowledges that peace is not always absolute or permanent, but rather a state of reduced tensions or rivalry. So now, let's have the two key concepts of peace, and that is negative peace and positive peace. So when we say negative peace, it is simply means the absence of war, or it is the absence of indirect violence or conflict. So just remember, in negative peace, it focuses on stopping and preventing violence, such as addressing underlying conflicts or issues, building trust and understanding, as well as fostering cooperation and mutual respect to each other. And on the other hand, positive peace goes beyond just the absence of war or conflict, but it is also about creating a harmonious and sustainable environment where every individuals and the communities can thrive. For example, promoting social justice, human rights, and equality. So, since we are already done with the secular concepts on peace, and now let's move on to the secular concept of violence. And that is, first we have the direct violence. So, direct violence refers to physical harm or aggression such as war and armed conflict, murder, and physical abuse. And direct violence also refers as the most visible form of violence, often resulting in immediate harm or death. But before we delve into the another topic, allow me to share this beautiful quote. To achieve true peace, we must address not only the visible conflict, but also the hidden injustices and social inequality. So, this statement emphasizes that achieving lasting peace requires not only overt conflict, but also the underlying issues of injustice and inequality, which can create conditions for future conflict. Hello again, this is Ana Rose Rossetti Pugoy, and today we will delve into the new topic about a shift to a holistic understanding of peace and violence. So, a holistic approach to peace and violence acknowledges that peace is more than just the absence of war or physical conflict, but it encompasses a broader understanding of well-being, including social, psychological, economic, and environmental conditions that contribute to human flourishing. So now let's have the holistic view of peace. So a holistic view of peace encompasses various interconnectedness or interconnected dimensions, going beyond just the absence of conflict. It also includes inner peace, social peace, economic peace, environmental peace, and cultural peace, wherein in inner peace it refers to a state of mental and emotional well being characterized by calmness, contentment, and harmony within oneself. And for the social peace, it focuses on harmonious relationships within communities where everyone respects each other. On the other hand, economic peace refers to the equitable distribution of resources and opportunities, ensuring that everyone has access to basic necessities. And for the fourth one, we have the environmental peace, refers or recognizes the interconnectedness between humans and the natural world. And the last one, we have the cultural piece. So it celebrates diversity and promotes understanding and appreciation of different cultures. Since we are already done with the holistic view on peace, now let's have the holistic view on violence. So, a holistic view of violence recognizes that violence is not just about physical acts, but also it includes the broader social, economic, and political systems that contribute to it. So, the only difference is that it um it tackles about the broader sense of direct violence, structural violence, and the cultural violence that we have already discussed during the first discussion. So next, we have the structural violence. So when we say structural violence, this refers to the systemic issues that harm people indirectly, such as poverty and economic inequality. So these structures can perpetuate harm, marginalization, and inequality, often without direct intent or without direct violence. And the last one, we have the cultural violence. So this refers to the ideas, values, and beliefs that justify or normalize harm, such as extremism, sexism, and radical ideologies.